Well, it's so important to stay emotionally healthy. And Pauline is here with us to discuss this all important topic. Hi, Pauline.
Hey there, glad to be here.
It's good to have you. It's good to have all of you as well. Pauline, what helps you to stay positive in life?
Well, that's such a big topic to talk about. Some of that, honestly, I think has to do with our genetics and our just general personality and brain chemistry. There's so much that goes into that. But beyond that, for me personally, I think one thing that really helps me when I'm having days where I'm not feeling so inclined to being positive is every night I try before I go to bed to write down at least 5 things I'm grateful for that happened during that day. And it's amazing how quickly I will have forgotten about the good things that happened during the day, the ways people were kind to me, or the good things that happened. And that I think really helps center me and pull me back to remember, even if I'm having a hard day, there's still good in the day. It's actually one of my favorite quotes is not every day is good, but there's good in every day.
That's absolutely true. And that's a good, simple practice you can do before going to sleep every day. We talk about something called the bounce principle. It's mentioned in day 1, and you can think of like ping pong and bouncing that ball back and forth. What is your take on this bounce principle? Primarily talking about bouncing away those negative thoughts.
Yeah, I thought this was a really interesting principle. I hadn't heard of it before. And I kind of bounce back and forth on my feelings about this. On one hand, I definitely can see when there are times where I'm just obsessing about something that's really negative, and it's not moving me through it. I'm not getting I'm not getting healthier in the process. I'm not finding a good solution or anything. I'm just getting more and more stuck. And when that's happening, I think this bounce principle is so good. Finding ways to just put up a barrier for yourself, tell yourself you're not going to think about that, and find things that will help you move away from thinking about that. For me, that's social interaction. For others, it might be other things. Maybe it's reading a book or something, just finding something that will push you somewhere else and then think positive.
Yeah.
However, I also think we can't just always push aside everything negative in our life and never think about it. We do have to work through things sometimes. But it's finding the right way to do that in a healthy way. Maybe you need to go to a counselor to talk about it, or you wait until you're in an emotionally more positive space to bring up that topic that's been a struggle for you and to start to think through it. Not do it in the middle of the night when you're really upset or when you're really tired.
Right. That's a really good distinction. We need to work through issues, but we don't need to stay in a negative mindset all the time. So knowing the difference between that, and counselors can definitely help. Well, my last question is about humor, and we talk about this in our article. Can humor improve a person's mental health?
I think so, 100%. I've always thought that when they do, I always like doing these little survey things. Sometimes it's about your mental health or how long you might live, or I don't know, all these different things. I always think one of the questions they should ask is, how often do you laugh in a day?
Yes.
Because I think the more you laugh in the day, the healthier you are mentally, emotionally. And that might be because you are a funny person who's able to see the humor in things, or you're, and bring that humor out for other people to see, or maybe you're just somebody who can enjoy other people's humor. Either way, I think that that does great things for yourself and for others.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us, Pauline. We hope that you find something that makes you laugh today and that you can focus on your mental health and improve that in whatever ways you can. We'll see you next time here on Insights.